From KCET Los Angeles, this is SoCal Connected. Tons of good food are being tossed.
There's always leftovers. We actually cook 5% over even the guaranteed numbers.
Is there a better way? SoCal takes on the food business.
Don't put it into landfill. Feed the hungry first.
Rock bands have also gotten into the act. The man behind it, Sid Mandelbaum. He's the founder of Rock and Wrap It Up, a nationwide organization that matches food sources with food recipients. He convinced rock bands on tour to ask their caterers to donate leftovers to nearby shelters.
The rock stars can't take it with them to another city, so they want to donate it right there in that city.
Now 150 bands, including the Rolling Stones, Tina Turner, and Aerosmith, make donating food a requirement in their catering contracts. And Mandelbaum has gotten sports teams, school cafeterias, and even movie productions on board the food train.
Hollywood waste or a good deed.
This is the set of a movie scene shot in Santa Barbara, or what's left of it. It stars Meryl Streep, and it took place at a farmer's market. Just look at the boxes of fresh vegetables and fruit that were left over, never touched. Rock and Wrap It Up made sure all this bountiful produce didn't end up in a dumpster.
This is so great, guys. I'm ready to cry.
Susan Kirscher is head of Casa Esperanza, a homeless shelter.
These beautiful peppers.
Within an hour, the boxes were loaded onto shelter trucks and unloaded a few miles away.
I didn't quite anticipate this much, but as we were talking more and more, and they were talking about how many, we have a small moving van or moving truck bring all this stuff, I was like, oh my gosh.
That evening, some of the fruit was served up, aptly dubbed movie set fruit salad.
Not bad.
This morning, Rock and Wrap It Up is at the 5-star Langham Hotel in Pasadena.
Wow, thank you so much. We have as gourmet could be, pork loin, salmon.
Another concern on the part of food donors is lawsuits.
What if that homeless person came back and said, I got sick, something happened to me? How is that going to affect our company? Will that come back to bite me?
But Cora actually has little to worry about. Thanks to California's Good Samaritan law, anyone who donates edible food cannot be sued. It's headed to the nearby Union Station Homeless Services. The less they have to spend on food, the more money is left over for other vital services.
It makes a tremendous difference. The amount of donated food we get each year is about $350,000.
We want to get that food so that not one agency has to spend a nickel on food. And now you're talking, in the aggregate, savings in the billions of dollars throughout the United States.
How's the food today?
Great. It's always good. It's always very good.
All this is a win-win. Tons of food saved from landfills, shelters saving money, and the hungry getting good meals. As for Sid Mandelbaum, he's targeting another potential food donor, a huge one.
We want California to be the first state to say, hey, there is so much food left over in our state buildings and in anything that we deal with, don't put it into landfill, feed the hungry first.
With food lines getting longer and longer, Mandelbaum and others like him are making a difference, one meal at a time.
How often do you come here?
Every day if I can.
What meals do you have here?
The greatest meal you could ever get.